Because some people have natural sunburn. Do you know? Some people that have natural sunburn from birth. A lady sent me a DM. She sent me a DM of her child's face with a sunburn. The child has sunburn on her face, and then you want to treat it. Now you need to remember this. That person is still a child. If you start exposing her to all those chemicals now, are you sure you can sustain or maintain that result? Because yeah, you come to me, she's a child, probably 10. She'll still want to play under the sun. She'll still want to do other things. And you know this, our Nigerian sun is not favorable to our skin. So the lady reached out to me that, oh, I think a 7-year-old daughter has a sunburn. A 7-year-old daughter has a sunburn, and what can she use to treat it? And I thought that this person is still a child. I wouldn't want to give her, I wouldn't want to be exposing her skin with Kojic, alpha-arbutin, hydroquinone, talk less of even tretinool. She's too young, and because all those actives, they have adverse effects under the sun. You can treat it today. I can treat it for you today. Give you stuff to use today. Then she goes under the sun and play. It comes back 10 times darker. That is why sunburn comes back 10 times darker on people's skin. Because of all those things. It is one thing to treat your skincare problem. It's another thing to maintain it. I told her that, ma, the only thing you can use for this your child now is vitamin C. Using vitamin C and a good sunscreen. But if you start even with that vitamin C, is the safest brightening option, yeah? Can you maintain the result long time? Accountability of always putting sunscreen on your child in the morning and start exposing her to skincare at this very tender age. She's still young. Left to me, I will tell her, because I told her to pay for recommendation section. My recommendation section is high, I know, because you guys, my DMs is in a mess before, and if I want to recommend to you, I take time. So I don't just come and tell you to go and use this and use that. I'm not that kind of skincare vendor, yeah. So if I would want to recommend that kind of person, I would just tell her, ma, leave the child, leave that sunburn, leave that skin discoloration. People have natural sunburn. Do you know? Some people that have natural sunburn from birth. Me advising you as a future mother to you, leave the pigmentation like that, leave that sunburn. It's just very, it's not even that obvious until you come to and look, you understand? But we all want perfection for our kids, yeah? Some mothers will also bring their child to me, telling me that, I don't like the color of my child, I want to tweak the color a bit. I'll be looking, I will say, me normally self to even recommend whitening products for an adult is hard for me, because I don't want, because all these whitening products, they have effects and I don't use them. I don't use whitening products. If I will tell you what I use on my skin, you will be disappointed. You'll be like, it's a lie. That's just the thing. I don't use them. So to recommend them is a bit hard for me. I don't know. What do you guys think of mothers that bleach their children? What do you guys think of mothers that they feel like, oh, my child is not fair enough, I like fair child? You know, all this being light skin is the beauty standard. It started from even we mothers when we are younger. Like when we are younger, there will be bleaching cream to use. There's creams for adults, there's cream for children. There are some cream I will not sell to a child. There's some, you will see a child of 10 years using, you'll be seeing whitening written bold on it to say, I don't want my child to get dark. I don't want my child to get, what is that? You're already exposing that child to chemicals at that tender age. What happened to natural creams like Dove, Nivea, E45? When I was growing up, I grew up using jeggings, UK jeggings, so that's what I use, even the Nigerian one. But most of the time when my dad travels, he brings that for me. That is what I use on my skin when I was growing up. Because when I grew up, I was like, okay, I know what is for my skin. Oh, I can use vitamin C. Oh, I can use alpha-arbutin. Oh, I have a dark elbow, I want to target it. Oh, this place is a bit dark. I can, you know, I can target, I can treat myself. When I see mothers of nowadays trying to bleach their children, I'm like, what the hell? Why? For what? Who are you trying to impress? Oh, he was fair when he was small. That was, all babies are fair when they're small. It's when they grow you see their real color. Oh, they were a bit lighter. I want them to be a bit lighter. I know it's the sun stress, is the... Please, don't be exposing your children to all these chemicals now. Because I know that they are chemicals. That's why now I've switched to DIY. Sometimes I'm not giving DIY tips like natural remedies, because it's much better. A bit. Because all this cream contains some awful things that you guys won't even know. Do you understand? Don't be bleaching your child at a very young age. When I was in school, when you will see some children, there'll be two colors. The parents are bleaching them. Why? If your child is light skin, the child is going to be light skin when the child grows up. When the child starts taking care of her skin, don't try to force your children to be light skin. What would be your advice to this lady? Mine was that she can use the vitamin C and maybe treat it, but she has to be careful that the thing doesn't come back and come back darker. So for it not to come back and come back darker, the daughter has to always be on sunscreen. So it's not better to just leave it the way it is first. Daughter grows a bit, she can take responsibilities. She can know, okay, I'm not supposed to be entering sun, or I'm not supposed to be playing under sun. You're just trying to deprive the young child. Because the child will still enter sun again. It will come back more darker. Because I beg you to leave leave these children alone, please.